we have finished listening to the story of Gun stealing the Sirang. Now, let's hear about Gun's son Yu. What method did he use to continue the flood control? When Yu set out to control the floods, heaven and earth only sent a black giant tortoise to follow behind Yu and help him carry sand. Additionally, a divine dragon flew ahead of Yu to clear the way for him. Yu was truly remarkable. Furthermore, many heavenly gods also joined the flood control efforts in great numbers. However, Yu's flood control actions angered the water monster sitting in the floodwaters. The water monster displayed its abilities, stirring up even higher and bigger waves, determined to fight Yu to the end. The water monster exhaled a breath towards the earth, and with a loud roar, the terrifying floodwaters surged up, instantly submerging all the land. Yu saw how fierce the water monster was and became very angry. He shouted loudly, "It seems I have to deal with you, monster, before I can peacefully control the floods." At this moment, the water monster emerged from the murky water. It turned out to be an ugly and large black fish monster, with each hand holding a giant iron fork. The water monster said, "Watch my power." It transformed into a tall and strong giant, the water unable to reach its belly, and the iron forks could not pierce its body. Yu and the black fish monster fought fiercely in the floodwaters, with water splashing everywhere. The battle was so intense that it even reached the skies. Yu was incredibly brave, and the water monster could not defeat him. Finally, Yu killed it. After killing the water monster, Yu led the giant tortoise, the divine dragon, and the heavenly gods to start controlling the floods. Yu ordered the divine dragon to follow behind him, carrying soil to build cities and piling up one mountain after another. The bird god, to remind people to help Yu, transformed into a nimble swallow and sang loudly to the people, "Roll up your sleeves, join in the work. As long as you dig deep river channels, you can dredge the river water." Hearing the bird god's call, everyone united to participate in the river digging work. They guided the water from the plains into the big river channels, hoping these waters would flow smoothly into the sea. These large river channels later became famous rivers in China. The flood control work was tough and slow. Many years later, near Mount Tu, Yu met a beautiful girl named Nu Jiao, and he married her. After the marriage, Yu still worked very hard and rarely rested. Even later, when he passed by his own home 7 times, he did not have the time to go in and rest. Yu's wife often stayed alone at home. One time, Yu had to carve out a waterway in a mountain near his home to let the water flow through. He secretly thought, "I should turn into a bear to climb up and down freely for work. But I must not let Nu Jiao see me in this bear form, or she will be scared." Therefore, Yu placed a drum on the mountaintop. Every day when he went out, he repeatedly told his pregnant wife, "You must wait until you hear the drum sound at noon before bringing the meal up. Do not come too early to the mountain." That day, Yu transformed into a fluffy, big black bear again, working very hard. He used his claws to dig the mountain soil and used his back to push away large rocks. Unexpectedly, a stone on the mountain wall fell and hit the drum, making a loud dong sound. But Yu was so focused on his work that he did not hear it. Nu Jiao thought her husband was hungry, so she packed the meal and prepared to deliver it. Hearing the drum sound from the mountain, she was very happy and quickly went up the mountain with the food basket. When she reached the mountaintop, she could not see Yu. While she was wondering, a big black bear suddenly appeared before her, covered in stones and mud. She screamed in fright and ran away. Yu saw Nu Zhao running and forgot he was still in bear form, so he chased after her. Nu Zhao ran faster, and Yu chased faster. They ran over dozens of mountains. Finally, Nu Zhao could not run anymore. Looking back, she saw the terrifying big bear still chasing her and had no choice but to turn into a big stone. Yu saw Nu Zhao had turned into a silent, big stone and was very sad. He suddenly remembered Nu Zhao was pregnant and shouted anxiously, "Child, give me my child." In Yu's earth-shattering call, the stone cracked open, and a chubby white baby was born from the stone fragments. Yu picked up his child, named Qi, because he was born from the cracked stone. Later, Qi grew up to be a hero who loved the people. Yu spent 13 years, finally accomplishing what his father Gun could not, subduing the floods. From then on, the floodwaters that submerged the land flowed smoothly into the sea through the waterways Yu created. The land regained its vitality, covered with flowers and grass, and people's brows relaxed, cheering for this beautiful land. All the people were very grateful and loved Yu for controlling the floods, and they honored him as Great Yu. Every year on the 6th day of the 6th lunar month, Yu's birthday, grand ceremonies were held in the folk. Later, the 6th day of the 6th solar month was designated as Engineers' Day in China, showing respect and remembrance for Yu.